Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge, and this is Cruise Peruse, episode number 73. No, like 73 of these fucking things. And so boys and girls, just to kick off the morning, wanted to promote a little bit of something here. Have the podcast episode out now, episode number 140 of the SkyLounge podcast. Uploaded that at midnight. Should be good to go if you want to just hear me talk about, smoking weed, controlling your behavior, all this semi-motivational shit. Well, more of a demotivational shit, in my opinion, boys and girls. But hey, there you have it. I got my podcast stuff for the week. It's every Tuesday, for those of you who are curious. We'll have something uploaded. Usually it's not just a topic of the week kind of deal where I spill philosophy shit. It's usually, filled with sports, films that I review, writing that I write. Yeah, I do this shit called weekly writing, where we just write a new fucking story each and every week. But this week it was a bit condensed. Got a little bit too lazy to write. And you know what? For good reason. All right, I'm going to say this for good reason. And it's mainly because of the fact that I have been just binging on all the sports ball action that's been going on. Women's World Cup going on, Gold Cup, the Copa America, obviously the Stanley Cup final, and the NBA finals are over, but we're still talking about the aftermath of all that shit because we have the NFL draft. The NBA draft, which is tomorrow on Thursday. Friday we're gonna have the NHL draft. Lots of great stuff that's going to be happening. And funny enough, there's the NHL Awards for, obviously, the NHL, which is being held here in Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay Center. I will be there tonight. I've got my tickets super cheap. It was like $25, so I figured, hey, man, why the fuck not? Go check out some, NHL stars, see who the fuck is out. Maybe boo a player. Just kidding. Not gonna boo a player. That's a dick move. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. NHL Awards. I've never been. It seems like a really good time to just see what the whole hullabaloo is all about. I know the traffic's gonna be a fucking nightmare to get there. So gotta prepare yourself for that. Yeah, you really do, man. I mean, Vegas is one of those cities where if you just prepare a little beforehand, which route you're going to take, what the traffic situation is, prior to you leaving the house or wherever you are at, it helps out tremendously. And that just goes for any fucking city, not just Vegas. Come on. Do I have to tell you people that? Like, prior preparation prevents poor performance. Like, man, no shit. No fucking shit, man. But yeah, you got the NHL Awards. That's going to be happening tonight. Going to be headed over there later in the afternoon. Going to have a breathe-ins video about that. A little bit of vlog action going on there. Going to film what the fuck is going on. Hopefully I can, film all throughout and not get fucking, just glared at by the usher and shit. What else is going on? Yeah, it's a pretty quiet morning today, but the U.S. men's national team played one of their first competitive games in a tournament for the last year and a half. Like, they've been just playing friendlies. All the U.S. men's national team has been doing is playing these ridiculous friendlies, just meaningless friendlies, really. And the last few friendlies just showed how fucking abysmal they were. Like, absolutely abysmal. And you go against a team, international team by the name of Guyana. Dude, listen, 117th ranked. It's very close to Venezuela. I've never heard of this country before, and that's no disrespect to Guyana. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it still. The whole thing is, like, all right, USA, relative to that country, you have invested how much fucking money and time into this fucking soccer program. Yet, that first half, 1-0, I thought it was just the most uninspiring football I've seen again. And I thought, wow, this is going to happen again, where you're going to glitz and glam in the fucking group stages. Oh, USA, we're going to do great. and then somehow in the knockouts, when you actually have to go against a competitive opponent, you're gonna just shit the bed. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, you won 4-0 yesterday. You did. And I commend you for that. You know, you fucking didn't end the match 1-0. That would have just been a disaster. 4-0 against Guyana, where, again, I'm looking at that thing and thinking, all right, you could have scored a bit more. You had some chances. You had some decent chances. And also, that defense could have conceded a couple. Some breakaway chances for Guyana where you look at the USA and think, guys, what are we doing? And listen, I also understand that the USA are putting out relatively younger players. I know the left back was a bit older, the only guy in his 30s in the starting 11. Everybody else, mid-20s, early 20s, so we got a lot of young pieces in there. And the sincere hope is the USA wins the Gold Cup, right? The sincere hope. If you're a USA men's national team fan, you're just a fan of USA soccer, okay? You want the USA to do well, especially after shitting the bed of not qualifying for the World Cup and just looking like absolute ragged bitches, you know, in the last few months of international friendlies. Holy shit, dude. Some of those friendlies, you're watching the USA and thinking, this is a country with how much money? This looks like a country that doesn't even invest in their sports. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And so, again, my sincere hope with the USA men's national team is for them to just buckle down, get some results early, and focus up in the knockout stages. Because, yeah, the group stage is one thing, but it's arrogance, but at the same time, it's kind of a gimme. You have to get out of the group stages. Yeah, 4-0 win, great. Move on to the next guy. Move on to the next opponent. Hopefully, we get a good look, get a decent result. Because yeah, I just, dude, I don't know, man. Like, the U.S. men's national team is like the biggest fucking bummer for me personally. Whenever I just watch, I'm like, hey, really, this is it? Okay, this is it. Apparently, this is it with all the talent that we got. Okay, this is it. Sure. Yeah. I mean, relative to the women, that's the whole thing. Women. Yeah, the U.S. women's national team, I don't really berate all that much. I'm more like, yeah, dude, fucking keep it going. Let's fucking go, ladies. Because Lord fucking forbid the men get their shit right and do their fucking jobs. But no, the women are absolutely killing it. They have a match tomorrow against Sweden, the final match of the group stage. And yeah, that is going to be a tremendous test for the U.S. women's national team. The only side really within the top 10 rankings of FIFA. And yeah, again, guys, I'm reading these fucking comments online. I go to Facebook, I go on Instagram, like the fucking typical millennial that I am. And a lot of times I'm reading these dumbass comments. No one cares about the Women's World Cup, yada, yada, yada. And it's all these fucking losers who look like they've never fucking touched pussy before and have this alpha male, pseudo alpha male syndrome going on. Hey, where's the fuck? Men's sports is the best. Like, yeah, it's probably the more entertaining and the more profitable of the two. Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with that. However, you can't just fucking just say, oh, this is the garbage, this is women. Like, well, have you tried watching it? If you did, and if you still feel that way, whatever, man. But you don't have to fucking, shit on it, right? And if you just say, and here's the thing, if you're flat out saying, people don't watch the Women's World Cup, look at those ratings, man. Those ratings, probably higher than a lot of the fucking programs that's going on right now in terms of sports. And I haven't actually done the research on that. I do want to really look into Women's World Cup viewership ratings across the USA. Hopefully it rises up because, listen, man, the ladies need all of our fucking energy, positive vibes to hopefully win back-to-back World Cups. Okay, that's selfish as that may sound. That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal if you're a USA fan. You want the team to win, consecutive World Cups, which is damn near impossible, whether it be men or women. And accomplishments in World Cups, man, I mean, that really has to be praised up. It really should be. And shout out to Marta, player in Brazil. scored 17 World Cup goals in her career, which beats out Miroslav Klose of Germany, who scored 16. He actually finalized his World Cup appearance in 2014 when Germany won the World Cup that year, and Miroslav Klose was an absolute animal. Just, you have to understand how good Klose was. Him, Podolski, Schweinsteiger, like some of those guys are like just absolute legends in Germany, and they were fucking tremendous in every World Cup they've appeared in. And again, I'm a huge fan of Germany. And when they won in 2014, I was ecstatic. I was devastated in 2018 when they got knocked out by my South Korea, which was a really depressing day for me. It was actually the day like we're celebrating, or we're not really celebrating. We're gathering for like a weird family meeting shit right after my dad died. Korea just beat Germany. I was pissed off because I thought, okay, Germany, what the fuck? And South Korea, what the fuck? Like, you couldn't fucking... Okay, first of all, South Korea, you couldn't fucking try winning against Sweden or Mexico. You just had to fucking, not even show up till the last fucking match day against Germany. Historic win! Get the fuck out of here. You didn't do shit against Sweden and Mexico. You had the fucking audacity to celebrate against Germany. And Germany, one fucking thing with the men's national squad with that World Cup tournament. How dare you not fucking bring in Leroy Sané? One of your best fucking players in the national squad. You don't call him up, and then you have the balls to fucking blame everything on Mesut Ozil. Get the fuck out of here. That was ridiculous. That level of ineptitude from the German Federation was embarrassing. But, like I said, I got kind of carried away there with the Klose talk. But yeah, Marta defying age records, 17 World Cup goals, and with Brazil, I believe Brazil won yesterday against Italy, so they're going to be in the knockout stages, if I'm not mistaken. They should be going into the round of 16. But the curious part about the Women's World Cup is how the whole knockout stages work, because they also base it on the third place ranked team within the group. So we still have to watch every single match in the third match day of the group stages to determine who each individual opponents are going to be for, the next few days. And so, Brazil, I believe, is through. It is going to be curious to see if Marta can just keep that thing going. Maybe get herself to 18 or 20. By God. I mean, can you imagine a World Cup goal scorer having 20 goals in, I believe they said 5. Marta was in 5 World Cup campaigns at this point. Unbelievable. Age-defying shit. And listen, I mean, whether it be the men's or women's, the World Cup, if you're a soccer fan, is one of the biggest sporting events ever. Ever. Every 4 years it happens, and it's the biggest fucking thing. I read an article there. 2015 Women's World Cup final, USA versus Japan, where USA dominated Japan 5-2. That TV rating beat out almost everything else during that summer. It was like 25 million viewers all across the nation, which is a huge number, and I believe the number exceeded the final viewership ahead of the men's final, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But I have to read that article again. But listen, if you're that fucking guy, and I know most of the fucking people who are complaining are guys, and if you are women, yeah, I'm gonna complain about you too. You fuckers just need to nut up and just fucking watch football. If you actually like football, watch the Women's World Cup. It's fucking quality football. It's quality soccer all around. The skills, the physicality, it's still there. I truly believe the skills and technique might be, it might not be, that 100% level of Ronaldo or Messi. Like, what the fuck do you expect, man? You think everybody's gonna be Messi or Ronaldo? Stop it. Just let the ladies play their game and enjoy what they're doing on the pitch. I swear to God, man, I got to read all these fucking comments of, oh, yeah, I couldn't watch the match because I had one hand busy. Like, dude, you're a fucking pig, man. Like, stop. Like, are you trying to be the funny guy? Stop that shit, bro. No, I swear to God, man, like, you got all these fucking beta males pretending to be alphas, saying the most dumbest misogynistic shit, You just want to slap the shit out of them. Like, dude, you probably have to rent out pussy, buddy. Like, you can't fucking, you like the fucking shut-in motherfuckers who think they have fucking sports opinions, but they, for the life of me, like, probably never fucking got pussy before, have the fucking balls and audacity to just bitch about the Women's World Cup. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm just saying, man. It just frustrates me. It just fucking frustrates me when you got a bunch of fucking losers who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, talk a whole lot of shit. It's like, you understand, like, your logic and reasoning makes no fucking sense, right? Like, no, it sucks because the people don't watch. Ratings say otherwise, but sure, why the fuck not? And that's the thing, boys and girls. Whenever I get to talk to people, you know, about contentious issues, I always look at the logic behind the thing. I always look at, like, what the fuck you're actually going to talk about. Like, what the fuck is your point, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're just talking a whole bunch of shit and you don't have an actual fucking point to make, I don't care. Like, I don't really want to hear it, right? And here's the thing too. I'm also to blame for that mentality too, right? I mean, hypocritic as that may sound, you know, I'm one of those people that, like, I might not throw logic in there sometimes. I flat out say, like, these are my opinions. Like, these are my opinions. You can do whatever the fuck you want with them. I don't really give a fuck, but I always put an asterisk. I generally try to put an asterisk with whatever I'm saying, because I know I could be wrong. And I know time can change a lot of things, right? Like the whole fucking thing with Toronto, right? I said, oh, Toronto's never going to win. They're fucking paper champions. Like, this is going to be just garbage season from them. Again, disappointments are, you know, afloat for these motherfuckers. And I was wrong. I was completely wrong. And I'm willing to admit that I was wrong, right? You gotta let that ego go, man. Can't fucking live in that moment of, oh, you know, if I put $5 on this one, I could have been right. Like, listen, the fucking hindsight 2020, dude, that ain't me, man. That ain't me. If I lose, I lose. It happens. Like, if you fucking lose, you lose. Like, shit happens everywhere, man. You're not gonna fucking win 100% of the time. If you did, life wouldn't be fun, okay? You gotta lose a couple times to, you know, feel what losing feels like. You know, it's a dick punch, really. But once you grab that win afterwards, it's like the most satisfying shit. I'm sorry, puppy. I'm sorry, puppy. Daddy is driving a little erratically because we just parked. But boys and girls, keep your head up and keep your puppies in the back seat. Boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents from the Butthole Puppy 2. Fuck off.